Here we have a word problem that has to do with the surface area of a rectangular prism or a box like this one you see here. The problem says Lena is going to build some large wooden storage boxes. They're shaped like rectangular prisms, and she wants to cover all of the sides of each box with special wallpaper. If she has a total of 1,498 square feet of the wallpaper, how many boxes can she cover? So maybe she doesn't want to build more than she has that wallpaper for. So I think to solve this one, we need to figure out how much wallpaper it takes to cover one box. And then if we divide this big number of her total amount of wallpaper by that, we'll get the number of boxes she could cover. So first step is figure out the surface area of this box. And a rectangular prism like this has 6 sides, and they go in pairs that have the same measures. So if you look at this front side, it's going to have the same measure as the side around the back, and it looks like that's 7 by 5. So we've got 2 of 7 by 5. And then we're going to add the other pairs of sides as we go here. So let's look at this side and then this side over here. So that looks like 5 times 6. So that's 2 of those, 2 of 5 by 6. And then finally, we've got the top and the bottom. And it looks like that's 7 by 6. So 2 of 7 times 6. Now, another way to remember this is you've only got 3 measurements in a rectangular prism, and all of them, there has to be each combination. So we've got 7 by 5, 5 times 6, 7 times 6. Those are all the possible combinations. Well, let's calculate this surface area now. 7 times 5, that's 35, times 2 would be 70. 5 times 6 is 30, times 2 would be 60. And 7 times 6 is 42, times 2 would be 84. Now we need to add this together. 70 plus 60 is 130. 70 more would take us to 200, so that's 214. You may want to use your calculator for that to double check, but I think I did that right in my head. You can check me on that one. And then we want to divide, and I hope they let you use your calculator for this one, but I'm going to actually try this with long division. And let's see, 214 out here, well, 149 is smaller, so I'm going to have one digit here, assuming this comes out evenly. I don't know that it does. So we want to basically guess how many 214s go into 1498. So I'm looking at this 14 and this 2, and I'm thinking maybe if I multiply this by 7, I'd get something close to that. So let's try it. So I'm going to put a 7 up there. 7 times 4 is 28. I like this so far. 7 times 1 is 7, 8, 9. Ooh, this is looking really good. And 7 times 2 is 14. It does come out even. So she can make exactly 7 boxes, cover 7 boxes with that wallpaper. All right, let's try one more of these. So this one says a company made a storage container with sheet steel walls. So this box, this rectangular prism, is made out of sheet steel. The container was in the shape of a rectangular prism, as shown below. Suppose the total cost of the sheet steel was $57.12. How much did the sheet steel cost per square meter? So what this is saying is making this box cost this much. That's how much that box cost. That's really expensive. I didn't know sheet steel. Well, I guess this is meters, 6 meters by 6 meters by 4 meters. That's a big box. Maybe that's how it works. And we want to know the cost per meter of the sheet steel. So I think what we need to do is figure out how many meters, square meters, are in this box, the surface area of this box. And then if we divide the cost by that, we should get the cost per meter or per square meter. So let's figure out the surface area first. So I've got 6 and 6 and 4. I'm going to not think about the geometry. I'm just going to use this shorthand that I mentioned above. I know I'm going to have 2 times every possible combination. So I've got 6, 6, and 4. 6 by 6 is one combination, and 6 by 4 is one combination, and 4 by 6 is another combination. All right, so let's do the math on that one. So 6 times 6 is 36, times 2 is 72, and 6 times 4 is 24, times 2 is 48, And 6 times 4, same thing, 48. So we've got 72, 48, and 48. So 70 plus 40 is 110, and 2 and 8 is 10, so that's 120. So this should equal 168. So in this box, there are 168 square meters. What we want to do is get cost per square meter. So we're going to divide by the square meters. So 5712 divided by 168. All right. So some number of 168s are going to go into 571, right? So I'm going to start with 4 and see what happens here. So 4 times 8 is 32. 6 times 4 is 24, 27. And 1 times, oh, that would be too much. So let's back that up. So let's choose 3 here. 3 times 8 is 24. And 3 times 6 is 18, 19, 20. And 3 times 1 plus 2, that's 5. Okay, that looks better. So let's do our subtraction. 11 minus 4 is 7. We borrowed 1 from here, so that's 6. So we got 672. And let's try 4 this time. So 4 times 8, let me get some more room here. 4 times 8 is 32. And 4 times 6 is 24, 27. Like the way this is going, put the 2 up there. 4 times 1 plus 2 is 6. Aha, so this comes out evenly too. So this number that we just arrived at is dollars per square meter. So 1 square meter costs $34 of sheet steel. I guess that doesn't seem super expensive now that I've done the math on it. Just pretty costly to make a box that big, I guess. So that is some work with word problems involving surface area.